What's up, everyone? Welcome back to You're Such a Nerd, the Geek Variety Podcast, coming at to the speed of a couple of professional shark-jumping jabronis just looking for Warwick Davis romance novels. Is this even a thing? You're about to find out. I'm your host, Johnny Doe. Let's go. Welcome back to the show, everyone. If it's your first time, welcome, and if you're back yet again, thank you even more so for coming back for my conversation with my buddy Jordan. She's back again, and we're going to be talking about books and movies and games and comics and lesbian nook romancers, because why wouldn't we? If you'd like to support the show, we have a Patreon at a very reasonable rate. It's linked to the show notes below wherever you're listening to this. Becoming a member will get you access to all the ad-free episodes you could possibly handle, both of the main feed and the additional content like Critics Corners and Hobby Hangouts. I'd like to take this time to thank all of our patrons for all that you all do. And, of course, a little extra special love for our initiate-level supporters, Kevin C., Tim Ball, and It's Just Physics. Love you guys and appreciate all that you do to keep the lights on around this place and keep those bills billing. Other ways that you can support the show is like, rate, and subscribe and all that stuff on the platforms of your choice. Leave us a 5-star review if you think we've earned it. Don't if you don't think we've earned it. But still, email me and tell me why, because I'm very curious. Keep an eye out for the merch drop coming soon and just spread the word. The show is entirely guerrilla marketed. There is no social media presence. So go out and tell your friends and your neighbors and your first grade teacher that you did become a contributing member of society despite what she told you at such a formative time in your life. Then tell them what you hate about the show and see what they say. If you have any questions or want to correct us on something that we screwed up, by all means, send us an email at younerdsuck@gmail.com. Also in the links below. And if you just can't get enough of my dulcet tones and enjoy war games and all things grimdark, then check out my other show with Jesse Aiken called Saints and Sevens about the Trench Crusade game and the culture around it. It's found everywhere you could possibly find a podcast. Like everywhere. I'm not even kidding. And last but not least, before we get started, if you are so inclined, send me a postcard. Please send me a postcard. The address is down below as well. I'll send you one back, and we'll support the postal service. We'll be real humans with each other. Get a little something in the mail other than your tax return, which actually would be way more exciting than getting a postcard from me. So I can't blame you there. I would like a tax return. Somebody send me a tax return. Actually, don't send me your tax return. You've earned that money. You keep it. And you buy yourself, so go buy yourself something nice. You deserve it. Dang. Anyways, without further ado, here's my conversation with my buddy Jordan. Enjoy.
Wednesdays, there is a podcast I listen to called Path of Night. It's a live play Vampire the Masquerade podcast. They're currently doing Dark Ages. Mm-hmm. I guess this is a free plug for them.
I'm all about sharing the love.
There you go. On every other Wednesday, they put out an actual episode of the campaign they're going through. Mm-hmm. And then the other Wednesdays they put out, if you're supporting them on Ko-Fi, that's what they use, they put out a blooper reel.
Nice.
So it'll be me at work because I'll have one headphone in listening to this, trying really hard not to laugh.
Right, just chuckling.
And just look insane because no one can see what I'm listening to because I got a beanie over my head.
Yeah. I'm like, what's Jordan doing just over there, just laughing at the produce? Oh, that's great. Yeah, I find that oftentimes it's already happened. It's Tuesday, and I've chewed through all my podcasts. Yeah, I have a couple that have massive backlogs that I will go to later in the week to listen to. But yeah, and then I remember, I've got audiobooks I can listen to. But I have to be in a different headspace for audiobooks, I feel like.
I start my morning with either music or a podcast, and then after lunch is when I do the audiobooks.
Oh,
otherwise, if I listen, because my audiobooks are 12 hours, 15 hours long. So if I listen to one all day, that's 8 hours gone because it's my work schedule, 8 hours a day. And then by the next day, I'm halfway done with it already. I'm all right, cool.
That's disappointing. Yeah. What kind of audiobooks do you listen to?
I listen to either fantasy stuff. Occasionally I'll put on a Warhammer one or something like that. I do want to listen to a few more of the Age of Sigmar ones. Otherwise, I listen to romance novels.
Sick.
Yep.
At work?
At work, yep.
Hell yeah.
Just raw dogging some romance novels.
I like it. Romantasy stuff that's going around now, or is it more classic Fabio on the cover romance novels, softcore?
Mostly I listen to, I guess they'd be modern stuff. I wouldn't really say it's Fabio on the cover.
Right.
Mostly because I really only listen to lesbian romance novels. So Fabio on the cover would be really odd.
So, speaking of lesbian novels,
Yes.
have you heard of Gideon the Ninth?
I love that series.
Sick.
My fiance is obsessed with the Locked Tomb series.
Yes.
She's got them all. She's also waiting for Electo, I think is the next book's name.
Mm-hmm.
With everyone else, myself included.
Yeah.
It's basically, I'm going to pre-order it the moment it comes out.
My wife's the same. She's read through them a few times, and when we were on a recent trip, she was like, hey, would you mind listening to my audiobook? And I was like, the audiobook that you've already listened to twice and you've read twice? I'm like, is it that one? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, I mean, that's fine. I like audiobooks. And she put it on, and she's like, I'm sorry you're not enjoying this, because I was over in, like, she was driving, and I was in the passenger seat. I was like, just kind of like chilling. Yeah. Eyes closed. And I was like, no, I'm into it. And she's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, this has already gone the directions I expected it to. Yeah. And because when she initially described it to me, she was like, oh my God, this book's so good. She reads so many books, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh, what are you reading this time? And she's like, it's lesbian necromancer. In space. Yes. And I was like, what? And she's like, I was like, that's a very odd catch, like, whatever, and she was like, yeah, that's how it's described. And she's like, but it's not like what you think it's going to be. And I was like, she's like, it's not like a romantasy book. This is like a real book with actual real characters. Like
there's hints of romance in there, but it's not the focus of it.
Exactly. It is not because of that, but just the book itself is fantastic. Yes. It is a wild breath of fresh air to a lot of the stuff that I've been reading. And they're good. So I'm pretty stoked on those books. So
the author is working on another book series. We don't know if it's going to come out before the last one in the Locked Tomb, or if it's just going to be, it's at some point eventually. Mm-hmm. But she has described it as lesbian werewolves Western.
Oh God!
And I'm like,
so all right, let's go. She likes mashups. She likes a mashup.
Yeah, I'm like, let's go on this journey. Let's do this.
Yeah. I can't get behind Westerns. Yeah. I just can't. So there was a series Brandon Sanderson did. It was the first series he did when he was in college, the Mistborn Hero of the Ages trilogy.
Yes. Yep. And I'm familiar. I have not read it.
Okay, so really, really good. Mm-hmm. Excellent twist at the end. Like I was yelling "fuck you" at the book at the end of it. Like it was that good. Like I was like, oh my God. And I usually see the twist coming, so I was surprised. Yeah. And I've tested this on other people. My wife included. It worked because I told her, I was like, read the book. You're not gonna believe this. It's gonna be like the post log. Like it's not even the end of the book. It's like the post log when the rug gets ripped out from under you, kind of a thing. Yeah. And I was in bed and next to her reading when she got to that part, and she was like, "Oh my God!" And I was like, you finished the book? Yeah. Anyways, but so he did a follow-up series in that same timeline, basically, because he's got a lot of different worlds that he writes in. In that same world, he did a follow-up, and it was that same magic base, which I really appreciated how they did magic in that first set of books. Mm-hmm. But it was set in kind of like a Western borderline 1800s kind of vibe, environment. And I just couldn't get behind it. Using the revolvers and stuff like that. But I've never been a big Western person, so that explains it. But I would give werewolves and westerns,
yeah, right,
a shot.
I mean, like westerns were kind of just a part of growing up for me. Yeah, because my grandfather was big into them. And every time I went to visit family in West Virginia, there was always like a Western or the never-ending story, specifically some Western or classic the never-ending story.
Oh my God!
On the TV there, and I'm like, now I associate West Virginia with Westerns and depression.
I mean, there's probably a lot of people in West Virginia that would associate the depression with West Virginia.
Like, I love it. I love going to visit family, but nope, I haven't been back in a few years.
I have so many questions now. First off, Jordan, thanks for coming back.
Yes.
Repeat.
Happy to be here.
Appreciate you.
Less coughing this time.
Yeah, for the listeners, we probably will not both be dying, knock on wood, somewhere down here this time.
All the way up there.
Yeah, all the way up there. The wood, one strip of wood that I have a fire extinguisher, or fire, not extinguisher. That'd be a terrible place to put a fire extinguisher. Fire alarm. That's what the smoke alarm, smoke detector. Dang, that's what those things are called. Westerns. So the thing is, like, I grew up watching Westerns as well, like Gunsmoke, the Rifleman, Wild Wild West, like the pre Will Smith the actual series, the Wild Wild West, that kind of stuff.
Before the Will Smith movie, yes.
And then like Young Guns in the like 90s was great, so good.
Tombstone, you can't forget
Tombstone. Thank you. I was gonna say Bonanza, like it's not Bonanza, it's Tombstone.
And then Wyatt Earp before that.
Oh yeah, Wyatt Earp was great. That was like a good like series of like just a few like Western movies that they did that were actually like quality Western movies. But did you like Westworld?
I think I watched like the first season. And I was just kind of like, it's not bad,
but it's not great.
It's not for me.
Yeah,
and everyone says like after the first or second season, it just jumps the shark. Yeah, and I was like, all right, well, it was already kind of jumping the shark. I'm level with you.
Yeah, I think I made it into season 3, and I just dropped it because it was dragging, and it wasn't my kind of show. I tried a couple times.
Yeah, and I mean, like other shows I've tried to watch like that are like Black Sails. I made it through the first.
I heard about that one. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I made it through the first season. I was like, oh, this is going to be one of those bad things happen to the good people shows. So I'm not here for it. I mean, that was like what was it? Game of Thrones. I couldn't get through all.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who didn't get through Game of Thrones.
Yeah, no, I feel like get through it. Jess couldn't
such a
get
disappointment in my life because so many people loved it, and I just wasn't about it.
I got 2 seasons in, and I was like, I think I'm good. I think I know what's going to happen here. You know, the one lady's going to do the thing, and then all this stuff is going to happen, and people are going to die. Done and done.
Oh, when was what do they call it, the Red Wedding or something?
Yeah, the Red Wedding. I don't remember what
that was. Whatever that was like when I.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, I don't know.
We're good.
Yeah, I see where this is going.
All my favorite characters are dead now. I'm good.
and I have a friend of mine who was like, well, you got to read the books because the books are phenomenal, right? Whatever, blah blah. And I was like, I don't think George R.R. Martin's actually that great of a writer, but I've never read the books, so let me try. They gave me the books to read. I tried 3 separate times to start the first book. I could make it past the first 5 pages.
I read the first book.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't for me in the long run. He writes so dense sometimes for no good reason.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously my taste in books is probably a little lighter than most people's.
That's not bad though.
I grew up on the Redwall books, which reading through those just made you hungry.
Yeah.
Because every time he described food, it was like, man, I want to eat that now.
Yeah. I read a bunch of like, I mean, a ton of like TSR books. I'm actually rereading a series right now called The Time of the Twins, which is old Dragonlance novels.
Yeah.
But like Del Rey, I think Tor was around back then.
Mm-hmm. And Tor, I feel like, has been here forever.
Yeah, and they were making the books like there was the David Eddings stuff, David Gemmell were authors I read, some Anne McCaffrey, which I'm reading an Anne McCaffrey book now as well. I read multiple books at the same time. Very slowly, because I read like a paragraph and I fall asleep.
The Dragon Riders of Pern that
series,
McCaffrey did, my fiance is a huge fan of that series. Hates the author, though.
Yeah.
It's one of those, the series is great, the author's weird.
Right? I feel like that was the case. Yeah. So the one that I'm reading is like 200 years after the Dragon Riders of Pern.
Okay.
So
she could probably tell you the exact title of it and a brief summary. And I read the first book and I think the second one, and that's all I got through. Yeah,
because I haven't read those since I was young, probably too young to be reading them actually. Now that I think about it, and yeah, so I grew up on that kind of stuff. I moved into like sword and sorcery, Conan, Excalibur, Legends, Labyrinth, all that kinds of stuff in the 80s and into the 90s. Westerns just really weren't my bread and butter for some reason, even though I grew up on them.
I mean, I grew up with them. I enjoy engaging with them in specific ways. Like Red Dead Redemption was a lot of fun. I love Deadlands, which is a really great role-playing game. Pretty fun. Uses a deck of cards.
Oh, sick.
So it's a lot of fun. What's his name? The guy who played Ash, Bruce Campbell. He's written like the introduction to each of those books because he loves them.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Man, I was just talking about Bruce Campbell yesterday. Talking about the Evil Dead and Army of Darkness.
Yep. He is a huge fan of the Deadlands.
That's great. I could see that. That totally tracks. Yeah.
They're very weird West, and I think that's my favorite way to engage with the West is when there's those weird supernatural elements and things like that.
Yeah, I think that's wildly compelling. Did you ever look at Majestic 13 by Snarling Badger? That game?
I've heard of it. I haven't done any deep delves into it.
I got the books. It's fine. You can borrow them anytime you want.
Done.
But it's kind of in that like Area 51-ish sort of genre. But I think you can do kind of like a Western tilt to it if you want, like a Weird West kind of deal. And they have another one. I think I'm trying to remember what it is, but it's like a Cthulhu-ish style.
Yeah.
Western, or maybe it's not them, maybe it's another developer. It doesn't matter. That's terrible radio. Me just trying to remember the name of some one random game that's out there.
There's so many random games out there.
Did you play games like growing up with your like grandparents or like your parents?
Well, I have a plethora of brothers, so I played games with them.
Okay.
Occasionally, my mom and dad would also join in. It wasn't really miniature games, though. My brother and I bought a bunch of like Hero Quest stuff and not Hero Quest. What was it?
HeroClix?
No. Well, I had HeroClix too, but it might have been HeroClix or Magecraft.
Mage Knight.
Mage Knight. Yes.
Yeah.
We bought a bunch of Mage Knight. We thought they were just toys. We didn't realize there was a whole game that went with them, and we bought them at Big Lots.
Oh, I didn't know they sold at that spot like that.
Yeah,
I used to have to get them at Game Shop.
Yeah, we bought like a Catapult and a bunch of other stuff. We just thought it was really cool.
Oh man, there was a game, Castles and Catapults,
maybe
something like that, where it was like the facade of a castle. There's a bunch of rubber bands involved in this.
You know it's going to be great.
Yeah, exactly right. And you had little dudes that you would put on these different places that were basically like launch pads, right? And there's the rubber bands that everything like clicked in place, so it'd lock into place, and you'd set up across, and it had like little cardboard like trails and stuff like that with trees and everything on it, like plastic trees, and it was a plastic facade, right? Yeah. That you would do, and then you had, I think each side had a ballista and a cannon, or two ballistas and two cannons or something like that, and you would be able to like move them around, and you literally had to like load them with these little plastic like gumball sized things, right? And then like shoot at the like other place based on where you're at to try and like hit their actual things. And the whole idea was you want to destroy their castle, and
that sounds cool. I never played it, but it Sounds great.
It was a great game. Milton Bradley probably made it. I would too. Like, well, I should probably try and find that. Let me see if I can find that game. I just bought one of those, the old OG Trouble. Oh. Just for nostalgia, and literally was playing it with my kid the other day because they were down here and they saw it, and I was like, "You have Bluey Trouble," and they were like, "I want to play that," and I was like, "All right,
let's go."
And the colors are so bright, it's fantastic. It's just that like crazy like 80s color palette that they put on everything.
Oh yeah, I remember that stuff.
I think it was Castles and Catapults. I don't know, whatever.
I wasn't around in the 80s. Well, I was 89. I was around.
You just made it.
Yeah, I just caught in there right at the end. Yeah. March, bam, I was there.
Nailed it. Yeah, it was an interesting decade to be alive. So I want to jump back to something that you said when we first started. I had a thing. We were talking. I should have written it down. What was the first thing you said when you walked in here that we were talking? No, but once we started recording.
We were talking about terrain for a little bit.
Talking about your terrain. Oh yes, and it was.
This is why we take notes.
Yes, and you listen to podcasts.
I listen to podcasts.
And
I have a schedule.
Was a schedule on the podcast. Oh my God, it's going to annoy me. It was like so apropos too. And I was like, I need to get your opinion on this, Jordan. Biscuits and gravy. Okay, whatever.
My opinion.
Oh!
Yep. Oh, what got?
Nailed it. So I looked down at Path of the Night, and that reminded me. First off, no. Okay. I'm going to set that aside because if I get sidetracked, I'm going to forget the original point, which is actually what I wanted to ask you about. So, did you hear that Wizards of the Coast? Yes, Wizards of the Coast is bringing Vampire the Masquerade to D&D.
I heard, and I have opinions on it.
Shoot, let's go.
I don't like it.
Okay,
why? I think it is so.
But White Wolf is on board. I heard
they are. Yeah, they are. They have they are working with a company who's going to publish it and do all this work for them, essentially. And White Wolf is just like, "Yep, thumbs up. You go do it, man.
Just use my IP."
Yeah.
Is it under the OGL, like the Open Gamers license? Do you know?
It probably is, or at least with their blessings, if you will. I haven't looked that much into it. I kind of just read it and was like, they're gonna make Kindred a class that should be a race, but okay. And I'm just kind of like, this is so Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. Mm-hmm. We're gonna take a second here. It is they took the original stuff and they jumped the timeline forward. Which is
to be clear, for actual Vampire Masquerade 5th edition, not Dungeons and Dragons version.
I don't know what they're doing with this one. Okay. It sounds like it's just...
Just want to delineate, because D&D was in its 5th edition before 1 came out.
So Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. They jumped the timeline forward, they changed the mechanics around a good bit, and did alterations to some of the clans. And some people like it. Some people like parts of it, which is where I'm at, and then other people are also like, this is garbage. I like the hunger dice system because you're a vampire, you got blood, you spend your blood to do your powers and things like that. I don't know how familiar you are with the system.
So my familiarity with World of Darkness and White Wolf is like 90s era. So like it's Vampire Masquerade probably 1 or 2.
I believe that would have been first edition, but I'm going to level with you. It hasn't changed a whole lot.
Scion, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Scion was great. They had some good stuff. They still do, I think. But 5th edition hasn't been doing so great. And it's not clicking with a lot of their older fans. So what this is their attempt to interest people who play D&D in their setting, which I get. But the people who play D&D, they're going to just keep playing D&D.
Yeah.
Not many of them are going to want to go and find themselves 10 to 15 D10s to roll for their stats.
So are they just basing it... So they're not coming over to a full polyhedral, like, we're skinning it for Dungeons & Dragons. Like a box set, almost like the Ravenloft box set or something like that.
To my understanding, it's going to be a single book that is... Vampire the Masquerade themes and ideas and concepts, but transported into D&D. And apparently there's going to be a Dark Ages adventure to go along with it.
Okay.
I don't know a whole deal about it, but I personally think it's a waste of time when they need to be improving what they're currently working on.
Do you remember, did you have any experience with like the D20 system, like the game line of D20?
Yes, I've played like D20 Modern.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And Spycraft, which use the same system and things like that.
And then Savage Worlds was another one. Yeah, which had basically had the baseline core set, and it was just skins, like different settings, which got me thinking about the Western thing actually as well.
Because they built the Deadlands for Savage Worlds, actually.
Yes. Oh, that's why I know the name.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's all coming together now. Look at that. I knew you said Deadlands, and I was like, seems like that was the name of a Savage World supplement. Okay, so I wonder. It's interesting to me that they are going that approach. And do you know how the game has been doing, kind of for White Wolf, and how White Wolf is even doing as far as a company as a whole? Because I mean, I quite frankly haven't heard much from them in a while.
So right now, White Wolf is owned by Paradox Interactive. They had Dreams of Grandeur. They were going to do video games. They were going to get a Netflix series, all that good stuff.
All the things, yeah.
Yeah. They put out video games, mostly visual novels, which aren't... I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not going to, talk down about those. They put out Bloodlines 2, which was not the greatest thing in the world. For instance, I bought it on sale for $10. I waited until it got that low before I picked it up.
And are they producing them themselves?
Typically, they're licensing it out.
Okay,
to my understanding, and now they are going to exclusively be licensing it out after Bloodlines 2. So, I may have my information wrong, but obviously I've read articles. I don't have any people in there that I can talk to, obviously. Yeah. But as far as the game is concerned, they've put out a few of the main lines. They've got Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, Werewolf the Apocalypse 5th edition, Hunter the Reckoning 5th edition, and they've said they're going to do Mage as well, but I think we've been waiting. I think we've been waiting on that for 3 or 4 years at this point. So I don't know what's going on with that.
So they're not doing Scion anymore?
Scion is owned by a different company called Onyx Path.
Okay.
Believe they're the ones who own it. They're the ones who are putting it out at the very least.
Okay. So did that used to be a World of Darkness though?
It was made by White Wolf, but it wasn't a part of the World of Darkness.
Okay, but it was made by White Wolf.
Yeah, it's kind of like they also made Exalted, but Exalted wasn't a part of the World of Darkness.
Okay. Because I see separate,
same company.
Setting, same company. Yep. Okay, got it. Tracking.
Scion 2nd Edition is, I think, still putting out products right now. I enjoy it. It's fun, but they're their own thing now.
Yeah.
Onyx Path also did the 20th anniversary stuff for Vampire the Masquerade, which I think is amazing, and that's what I prefer to play at this point in my life. They also did Chronicles of Darkness, which is my baby, and I will never, ever stop playing it.
The Chronicles of Darkness.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's in a haze, bro. Just the darkness, man.
Unfortunately, most of the things in Chronicles of Darkness can't get high.
Oh, no.
They're all either dead or werewolves with metabolism that burns through it real quick.
There it is. Good old wolvies. Just... What was Rage the card game?
Yes.
Okay,
Rage
so it was
the
not
card
the name
game.
of Werewolf, the actual game. Yeah, okay, so
They
that's what I
had
thought.
Rage was a mechanic in it, but no, the card game was Rage the something or other.
The wolf
The
Parade.
wolfing
or something.
Then they had Jihad, which they changed
Oh
the name.
God, I forgot about Jihad. That's right.
They had to change the name.
What
so
what an era! I couldn't do that today.
No, and it was JYHAD.
Yeah, it was with the Y,
They
yeah.
couldn't even. They didn't spell it properly. So you had Jihad, and then someone was like, "Guys, we should maybe change this name."
Maybe not.
Why?
Maybe.
Well, you see, 9/11.
So there was this thing you might not have been aware
So they
of.
changed it to Kindred Kindred the Embrace is the TV series. They changed it to Vampire the Eternal Struggle.
Yes.
Which I still have, and every chance I get to buy cards from that, I do. It's my dead game of choice, if you will.
Oh yeah.
I've gotten rid of Magic, and I'm just like, look, I'm gonna get this card game no one else will play with me
Hey.
because it requires 4 people
Oh.
to play one game.
Whoopsies.
Yeah,
Unique elements.
yeah.
God, what an era of gaming. I don't know.
The 90s and early 2000s were crazy to look back on. That's the years that gave us games like Fatal.
I know. Like I feel like and there was a huge board game boom in the 2000s, right?
Mhm.
Let's not
Yeah.
get it twisted. The mid 2000s was huge into the 2010s. Huge for board gaming.
I think it was just big for hobbies in general.
Yeah.
For early 2000s, mid 2000s, and even into like 2010 and so on and so forth. It was really big for board games and miniature games and stuff like that. Like, I mean, that's when I started hearing about Warhammer, were the 2000s.
But I gotta say, the 90s,
It was weird.
there was so much stuff
and
going
amazing.
on. Yeah, it was. And I mean, I've got nostalgia, obviously, of walking into game shops in the 90s and it just being rows upon rows upon rows of like RPG books and miniatures and it wasn't. I mean, the biggest company was TSR, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it wasn't. Games Workshop wasn't a massive entity at
Nope.
that point. There weren't. All of these IPs that were inundated everywhere. It was all just like
You certainly couldn't buy like
normal original
Marvel
shit.
Magic cards.
Yeah, no, it was just all original shit that
Yep.
people were using their brains, right? It wasn't just, and maybe that's what I'm getting at right now. It's a exhaustion of IP inundation
Yeah,
and abuse. It's like I'm in an abusive relationship with
I feel
Disney
like that sometimes.
and Marvel.
Sometimes I feel that, but then I go, but I really like superheroes.
The Eternals.
kinda
How did you
mean
feel
stuff.
about the Eternals?
I've seen it once. I thought this would have been way better as a TV show.
Okay.
Because then you could have focused on time periods and them establishing themselves in the world. You could have done things like that. A 2 hour and some odd amount of minutes movie, not so much.
They try to jam a lot in there. I know Jamie from Across the Bifrost loves the Eternals. He thinks it's a good movie. And one of these days I want to have a conversation.
I don't hate it. I've seen it once. I'm good.
So this may interest you.
Yes.
I'm in the process for prepping for a MCU tier list.
Okay. All right.
That's going to be coming down the pipe. It's
Are
going to
you
be. Are
you watching everything again? Amazing.
Yeah. So I used to annually,
Mm-hmm.
chronologically,
Yes.
watch the MCU, not by phase, but by actual chronological timeline. Like
Yeah, so-
starting back with like Captain America: The First Avenger. Working your way through all of that era.
So
of
now
stuff.
do you have to start with the Eternals?
No. I'm literally, but we're doing it by phase. So
Okay.
the chronological order is going to be out of place. But I'm currently, I'm in the middle of, well, not the middle. I'm at the end of the Incredible Hulk now, which is number 2 out of 6 for phase 1.
Yep.
So, and I'm going to be doing the tier listing by phase because doing the entire thing would be
It'd be insane.
insane. So,
Especially with TV series now. Are you doing those as well when it comes to them?
well, we'll see. I brought it up in conversation, and my buddy was like, what about, we got a lot going on in our lives. And I was like, you're not wrong. There's a reason I haven't gone back and chronologically watched everything again because it is so much material now.
It is, yeah.
So
you got to be like, all right, well, technically Blade is a part of the MCU as well, so where do I start with that? Where
Yep.
does that fit in?
The original X-Men
Yep.
under Fox still, it's
They're all with
in
the
there.
MCU now.
Yep, it's all in there.
Disney just said, no, we didn't want a few of the superheroes. We want them all.
Yeah, well, and they're relaunching X-Men now.
Yep.
That's coming with Doom.
I'm kind of excited about that.
I am too because I don't watch trailers because trailers give too much away.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. Like I'm
That's
going to
fair.
go see He-Man tomorrow. I'm very excited about it.
I really want to go see He-Man as well.
Let's go see. I'm going tomorrow, 6:45. Let's go.
45. I think I've got a game tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go play a game.
Okay, well.
Aaron and I are playing some Frostgrave.
All right, well, that's right. You did say that. Well, if that falls through,
if it falls through,
you let me know.
I'll give you a call.
I'm going to be at the Regal.
The Regal.
6:45.
All right.
And Skeletor.
I've heard it's really good.
My buddy saw it the opening night, I think, and you got to go see it. I was like, hell yeah, this is what I'm here for. So,
because I wasn't around for He-Man when it originally launched and everything like that, but my dad made sure that was one of the cartoons I watched because he loved it.
Oh, yeah, cartoon. I saw the Dolph Lundgren atrocity that was the first He-Man movie.
I think I have seen that one too. I
don't think he ever pulled the sword out.
I may have blocked it from my memory though.
There's time traveling involved.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Warwick Davis though did play Orko, and that was the one redeeming point of the entire.
That's fair. Usually, if he's in it, you're like, all right, cool.
I love Warwick. I wish we could hang out and be homies.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm cool enough to hang out with Warwick Davis, though.
Aren't any of us cool enough to hang out with Warwick Davis?
We know, you idiot. So many roles. Warwick has played so many roles. It is fantastic. I adore the filmography of that human being.
He's like a Andy Serkis, or who's that one guy who plays all the monster roles? I don't remember his name, but he plays like every single monster in a prosthetic, especially in the Del Toro movies. Del Toro just, I guess, has this guy on speed dial. He shows up at...
This isn't the guy who played Gollum, was it?
No, that's... Well, Andy Serkis
That's
played
Andy
Gollum,
Serkis played Gollum, right? Okay.
There's another guy who plays like all the various monster roles. Like he played in Pan's Labyrinth. Did you see? You ever saw Pan? Okay, good.
Girl, tell me. Talk to me about Pan's Labyrinth.
He played the guy with the hands.
Yeah. The eyeball.
Yeah, no, I love that movie. I plan to go and rewatch it at some point because I want to actually sit down and just watch Del Toro movie.
Oh.
He's one of my favorite directors.
Oh.
So
movie night, let's go.
Yeah.
I am here for that because I've watched most of Del Toro's work and I absolutely love what he does.
He's got one movie that I didn't know was him until I bought it on the Criterion Collection, and that is Kronos, which is a vampire movie of sorts. And it's the first time he worked with Ron Perlman. And you get to see a very young Ron Perlman in that movie.
Sick.
Yeah. And,
I love Ron Perlman.
It's a very interesting take on vampires.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's vampires, so I'm going to be like, we're putting that in the DVD player. And I watched that, and it was great. Very good.
I think I've seen Kronos. That sounds wildly familiar.
It's an older movie. I think it's one of his first ones.
Yeah.
But it's still very good.
Is it like a time thing where they're like sucking time or life or something out of?
I think something like that.
Okay, maybe I know
it's essentially his vampire movie.
Yeah. How does it measure up to From Dusk Till Dawn in terms of vampire movies?
From Dusk Till Dawn obviously is much more traditional vampires.
Yes.
At least the way we think about them. This one, the vampirism comes from like a device that they're using on them, like some ancient device or something.
Oh,
like
cool.
That. So in terms of guys ripping people's throats out with their fangs, it measures up very poorly to that.
Okay.
Because that doesn't happen.
Yes.
But in terms of, I think, the general themes of vampires, like the hunger and the need to feed and things like that, it captures that very well, in my opinion.
Did you see, was it 20 Days of Night?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I watched it recently because I'm running a game a Chronicles of Darkness game that takes place in Alaska.
Right.
And that, 30 Days of Night.
30 Days of Night, yeah. I thought I was like 20 seems like not the right number.
Yeah. So that takes place in Alaska during their notorious 30 Days of Night period. Much northern Alaska, which I had to be a little disappointed. I was like, we're going to make the game take place in Anchorage where it's going to have these long periods of nighttime. It's like, that's not here. Fine.
Suspension of disbelief, people.
Yeah.
We're playing imagination games.
Yeah, right?
Gosh. Okay, what other vampire movies are there? Interview with a Vampire.
Interview with a Vampire. Do you mean like the first ones with like
Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and Kristen Dunst? Yes.
Yes.
She was a little... and Antonio Banderas.
Was little. Antonio Banderas was in it. I like Banderas. Mostly just because his name is fun to say.
I know, right?
Also, good actor, of course. But...
Desperado.
Yep, Desperado was good.
Western.
Yes.
And Antonio.
We make it back.
The Mask of Zorro.
Mask of Zorro.
Western.
Was good. Yeah. But no, as Interview with the Vampire is very good. I think Queen of the Damned is better.
Ooh, hot take.
Yeah, hot take.
I don't know if that's a hot take to anybody else, but to me, that's a hot take.
Yeah, I enjoyed Queen of the Damned a little bit more.
All right. 9 Inch Nails. Did 9 Inch Nails do the music for?
I think they did.
I think they did.
Yeah, which is funny because I'm not a huge 9 Inch Nails fan.
People love Trent Reznor, and I don't. I'm not a fan of 9. I've never. Another one that maybe pissed people off right about now. What about Tool?
Tool.
Maynard, not a fan.
My fiance likes Tool, and I'm just like, cool. I'm gonna sit here to listen to the same song for, I guess, an hour. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, not for me. There hasn't been a vampire piece of media that I haven't been able to find something redeeming out of that I enjoyed about it.
I'm testing you right now.
Okay.
Let the right one in.
Let the right one in. That's the one with the little girl?
Yeah. So Let the Right One In is the original Swedish, Danish, Norton. It's a foreign.
Yeah.
It's the original one, and then Let Me In was the American remake
Yes.
that they did, which was basically scene for scene the same movie.
It's been a very long time since I've seen the original. I watched the new remake like 3 months ago.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I like the American version a little bit better because I don't have to read subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always a plus. Because when I put movies on, I'm usually
painting
or doing something
for sure.
else, And like that one was good. I enjoyed that one. I watched a remake of what's that one Stephen King?
The Langoliers. Just kidding.
The Langoliers. No, it's not Sam.
No, it's Sam. I'm not good with Stephen King. I'll be honest.
I'm not
I don't
either.
really like Stephen King's writing.
I've read a few of his books. Like I tried to read the Gunslinger series, and I think I read 2 of them, and I was like, I think I'm good.
I couldn't get into the first book. I tried, and everyone's like, "Oh, but they're amazing." I just couldn't do it, and I tried multiple times. I just
I tried to read the It books as well because I enjoyed the new remake movies, and that might be a hot take for some people. I thought they were fine. So I tried to read the book too, and I was like, "Bro, I'm gonna go somewhere else."
And we're done here.
Yeah. So now that book is just sitting on a table at my house.
But it makes you look cool when people walk in. They're like, "Oh, you're sick. You got it."
You read Stephen King also?
Stephen
yeah,
King.
totally. I'm a big fan of,
Gripping lines of
clowns.
cocaine, reading books.
I am of the opinion that he's got a ghostwriter at this point because he still puts out books at a weird pace.
I've heard like incredibly fast writer.
Yeah.
But manically. So is kind of how that goes.
I'm not.
But I've heard that legitimately is like a cocaine thing, or at least it used to be. Maybe not now, but used to be.
Probably.
Total rumors, people. I'm not spreading lies, but I don't know. I'm just saying what I heard.
Look, his books came out in the 80s, and the 80s were a wild time.
Yeah. You know who does write a metric shit ton?
Who's that?
Chuck Wendig.
Really?
Yes. Chuck Wendig was a writing mentor of mine from way back in the day and writes some of the coolest crap. I'm going to link him in the bottom. I don't even know what Chuck's writing these days, actually.
Who knows? The only Chuck I've read recently is Chuck Tingle.
Okay.
Who writes the goofiest novels you've ever read with the goofiest covers ever.
I love it.
But look him up. Be prepared to laugh. Chuck Tingle.
Tingle. Tingle, really?
No, yep, Tingle, really. No one knows what he looks like. Every time he appears, he is wearing like either a pink, bright pink baklava or a ski mask.
Okay. Balaclava?
Balaclava, there you go.
Baklava's the snack.
The snack. I can't words. Or he's wearing a horse mask, one of the two.
Okay.
No one knows what he looks like. He wrote a book called Bury Your Gaze.
Okay.
It is a very, very good novel. He's not known for his horror novels, but he's starting to put out more of those. But Bury Your Gaze, 100% recommend it. And apparently this is actually a book podcast.
It is now. Okay, so he's written a bunch of Star Wars stuff, Chuck Wendig. I'm jumping on the Chuck Wendig because there's a specific series that I want to tell you about, and I can't remember the first name of the girl. It's the Something Burns Chronicles. I don't know if it's going to be... There is so much material that he has written. Like, wildly prolific, because he used to always tell me, he's like, write 1,000 words a day or else you're being a baby. And I was like, well, come on now. Double Dead, the complete Double Dead series is good. That's like zombies-ish.
Okay.
There it is. What's her name? Atlanta Burns. That's her name. Yes.
Okay.
Atlanta Burns Chronicles. Real good. I'll just go ahead and it starts with like meth, a trailer, and a shotgun.
Meth, the trailer, and a shotgun. I'm already on board.
Yeah.
It's like, it's about my family?
It's great. The great series. They're a fantastic series. I mean, they're like violent, and there's some really heavy content in them. And it's the thing I always loved about Chuck's writing is that he chose words very deliberately and writes in a very potent way about extremely serious things that are uncomfortable,
Okay.
but good to read. So give the Atlanta Burns Chronicles a run. They're fantastic books. Violent, not for children. No children should be reading any of the books we're talking about. If your child is reading Queen of the Damned, we have a problem.
I mean, my fiance was watching Aliens when she was like 5.
Oh,
so
God,
she's a huge fan of that.
I love those movies.
But yeah,
How'd you feel about Prometheus?
she thought it was okay.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, that's general consensus, I think.
I think she's seen all of them that's been out, and some of them she's liked more than others. But occasionally she just boosts up the original 3, though she doesn't admit to the third.
Not many do.
Yeah,
I mean,
she'll watch them all in a row.
Mad respect to A Shaved Head, but because that was an era where, I mean, G.I. Jane was probably the only place where they had women in film that were shaving their heads. But I just love the alien world, and I don't mind a little cheese.
Yeah,
with my aliens, that's fine. I'm all right with it. It's okay.
One series she doesn't like at all. Period. Plain and simple is the Alien versus Predator series.
Oh,
Hates them all.
yeah.
I, who am a fan of Predators, love them all.
I mean, how can you not like Predator? The OG Predator, at least.
Every Predator movie I've watched, I've been like, you know what? I'm here to watch goofy action.
And you saw the newer one that did on, was it Amazon or The Hunt or whatever it's called?
I loved that.
I was surprisingly good. It was quite good.
Yep.
I really liked that one a lot.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. I haven't watched the animated stuff they did yet.
I didn't know they did any animated
Yeah, they
stuff,
did some animated stuff where they did like Predator in World War I and Predator versus Samurai.
Oh my God,
stuff.
does the Predator have like a little like World War I like military like
I
brimmed
wish,
helmet
but
on?
no,
Because that would be
think so.
fantastic.
Oh, that would be so good.
Oh, that'd be great. Just bayonets instead of like claws coming out. You have to go and make weapons and make do with what they have, just like stick grenades and crap like that. That would be majestic. Oh my God. So let me ask you this.
I'll answer it.
The vampire genre.
Yes.
I was talking to my buddy Rodney the other day about sword and sorcery movies.
Okay.
And we actually discussed westerns and how westerns died.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically. It's probably not irony.
Apparently space killed the Western, so...
Well, I can see that. Because we did talk about the birth of sci-fi as well because we were specifically looking at kind of like the 80s, like sword and sorcery thing and kind of what shifted. And we were talking about, currently, and he's big horror buff, so we were talking about horror as well, which was big in the 80s, 90s, and kind of also changed. I'd say faded from popularity, but changed probably after the big zombie thing. So vampires, though, like the vampire genre had a real surge there for a while, like probably the 90s, I would say.
Yeah, 90s,
early
going
2000s.
into the 2000s, yeah.
And what do you think caused the decline? Please say the pop star. It was Britney Spears, wasn't it? Christina Aguilera did it.
No, I don't think so.
Definitely wasn't Cher, 'cause she's a vampire. We all know that.
She might be. I mean, I'll be honest. There's Keanu Reeves, probably a vampire. I mean, it's just been around forever.
Just the nicest guy, though.
And yeah,
Just a real nice vampire.
No one says vampires have to be mean.
Say thanks for draining my blood. I appreciate it.
Happy
cool
I can donate.
Real cool guy.
I think part of the end of kind of the vampire craze was, I think what kind of happens to a lot of things, it gets oversaturated.
Mm-hmm.
So like the zombies, we had The Walking Dead, The Talking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, and then we
28
got
days later,
28 days later, 28 weeks later, 28 months later.
The new one, 28 years.
Yeah,
which I haven't seen that one yet, but apparently it's pretty good. I heard.
I kind of watched the first one, and I don't think I've seen any of that.
Yeah.
I'm on a level. Zombies aren't my thing.
Yeah.
I put The Walking Dead on when I want to go to sleep because it puts me to sleep.
I stopped watching The Walking Dead after the Glenn episode. I just couldn't handle it anymore. It was just stretching too long. I had the same issue with the comics, though. I was reading the comics pretty. I did appreciate in Robert. Is it Kirkman? Is that his name? Right.
I think so. Yeah.
He mentioned in an interview this was a long time ago. We're going way back in the old time machine. That he looked at the because they were asking like, oh well, John Bernthal's character.
Yeah, Shane.
Shane, thank you. Like
Yes.
he didn't die early on in the series like he does in the comic books, and they're like, what's going on with this? And he says, well, yeah, I look at it as an opportunity to explore other narratives that didn't happen in the written comics.
An alternate.
Yeah, as an alternate arc, because people were like, hey, you're not holding true to the source material. And he was like, no, this is just an opportunity to explore something else,
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of cool from a creative perspective that they looked at it that way. However, just dragged on.
It did. That's the problem with a lot of series. They drag on, but then some of them are also cut too short. But back to...
Like Firefly.
Firefly, I'm not as beat up about Firefly, but maybe it's because I didn't watch it when it was on TV.
Oh,
I was given a copy of the DVDs, and that's when I watched. And I was like,
Got it.
oh, it was a cool self-contained story, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because it didn't
imagine
end
if it
on a
had
cliffhanger or anything like that.
3 more episodes or 3 more seasons of self-contained stories would have been beautiful. Fox, you ruined everything.
We're apparently getting animated Firefly.
We are, and I'm super excited about it.
Yep.
Jumping back, man, wow.
We are horrible tonight.
Closing another loop of
Yes.
conversation we were having when you were talking about the character actor who was in a lot of Del Toro's work. Made me think about Alan Tudyk.
Yes.
Because I enjoyed deep diving albums, right?
Mhm.
You know this.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I listened to lots of album list your entire discography. Insert band here, and currently I'm the Black Dahlia Murderers.
Okay.
That's who I'm trying to listen through. But
I'm doing that with a band called Oh the Larceny.
Oh, the Larceny.
Yeah.
I don't know those.
I like them. They're kind of pop punkish, so if you're not into pop punk.
I could do a change. I've been listening to a whole metric shit ton of black and death metal, so I could do with a change.
I can't listen to one genre for too long. I got to mix it up.
Yeah. I hear
I
you.
like music. Just if it's music, there's something in there I'm going to enjoy.
Totally. Yeah, my gym playlists are like that.
Mm-hmm.
But back to Alan Tudyk.
Yes.
Made me think about, I was considering, what if I watch all of Schwarzenegger's filmography? And then I was like, who would probably be even more interesting would be to do Tudyk's, because that would be wildly diverse, because he does so much voice acting.
He does.
Right?
He does a lot of voice acting. He's on TV a lot.
Yep.
Too.
Resident Alien was actually quite a good series. I enjoyed
haven't
that.
watched it yet.
It was good. It was fun. It was different,
Yeah.
and which I was enjoyable. And he got to just be Alan Tudyk, which I thought was
Fair
great.
enough.
I didn't realize this. Trained clown.
No, I didn't know that
He
either.
was a clown. Yeah, at one point, which explains a lot. And went to Juilliard, I think. Yeah, like a legit actor.
Do you watch a lot of YouTube?
I do. I mean, not surprising.
Yeah.
Wildly niche stuff because
Fair enough.
hyperfixation. But yes.
There's a series. I don't remember the channel that does it, but it's the Last Meal series
Okay.
where the
I'm gonna have so many links in the show notes.
the guy sits down and he talks with a celebrity or someone who's famous and goes through what their last meal would be, and he asks them questions and things like that, and like what do they think happens when you die, that kind of stuff.
Kind of like Hot Ones, but deeper.
Yeah.
I got you.
Alan Tudyk did an episode. And it was really good. One of the best episodes, if you are looking for it, is the one done by Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Okay.
That is such a good episode. So yeah, 100% worth checking out if you want to. They're pretty good. The food just makes you hungry too.
Sweet. I love to snack, so I'm
There
here
you go.
for it. That's like John Bernthal's interview on The Real Ones that he did with Deborah Wall, I think her name is. She's I should know this.
Deborah Wool. I think.
Wool or something. Yeah.
Deborah Ann Wool. That's her.
Deborah
name.
Ann Wool. That's it. Yeah, from Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I should know. I've talked about this on air like 3 times. On air. We don't do radio anymore. Why did I say on air? Anyways, whatever. That episode was like very surprising to me. Like it came out as like, wow, that's like heavy, and surprisingly like genuine and serious interview that happened. So it was pretty cool. And of course, yeah, they talked about Dungeons and Dragons and anxiety. So I thought that was a great combination of topics.
I mean, they kind of go hand in hand. I'm going to level with you.
It's so
Most
anxious
people
when I have
who
to
play
play.
these games are in some form of anxiety.
I'm going to fix your microphone. It's drooping.
Technical difficulties.
I got this like ulnar pain thing, and twisting
Oof.
anything is so bad. So I just sacrificed myself for your microphone positioning.
Well, you know what? I'm sure.
I deserve a Christmas card.
I will. I will send you a Christmas card.
Thanks.
Maybe an Easter card too.
Ooh, we'll have a Cadbury cream egg attached to it because I love
Yes.
Cadbury cream egg.
You gotta wait a whole year though.
That's what makes them so great. But I was really disappointed when they downsized them. They're like smaller now.
They are.
And I don't want a caramel-filled Cadbury cream egg.
You want the cream, if you will.
I want the cream in my Cadbury cream egg.
That's fair. See, I like caramel though, so I enjoy caramel-filled things.
Well, I will give you my caramel cream eggs,
and I'll give
can
you
give
my
me the cream
ones
eggs.
inside.
Yeah, thank you. Perfect. Beautiful combination. I used to get those little dozen packs of the little baby ones.
Yeah.
And I would just eat the whole thing. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have this weird thing. How do you eat your Cadbury cream eggs?
I just pop them in my mouth.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Just full bore.
Yeah, just go for it.
We are kindred spirits, my friend.
Yeah.
Because my first one,
Mm-hmm.
all the way in, just to take the whole thing. Second one, bite the top off, slurp out the insides.
Ah, okay.
Then crunch up the bottom.
There you go.
That's, and then I go into diabetic coma. So.
Yeah, it's fun going into the diabetic comas.
Nothing like a good diabetic coma to end your weekend.
Why is your blood pressure so high? Well, you see, they were Cadbury cream eggs, and I
They're 50 cents. They're 50 cents. I couldn't help it.
And I had $50.
I had a bunch of Cadbury cream eggs. I got to get enough to last me the year.
Yes. Got to eat them all real quickly so you don't desire them again until next Easter.
And my wife just doesn't understand. She's like, why do you do that? And I was like, I want the overload. Like, I am going for the extreme. I'm like a crack fiend. I'm going for the dopamine hit of just an entire Cadbury cream egg smashing into my taste buds at the same time.
It's like Thanksgiving. You don't
good.
hold back on Thanksgiving. You eat until you feel like you're either sick or you just want to take the longest nap ever.
Full send.
Yeah.
Just full send on that bad boy. That's how I eat my Cadbury cream eggs.
There you go.
It's great. Delicious.
I'm sure that is something your listeners were wondering about, actually.
Well, I mean, the people that listen to this podcast have to be a unique breed, or they just come in for like one episode and then they just never listen to another one. One of these days, I would really like to have a long time, like just a conversation with the listeners, all 3 of them that listen to my podcast. I know you in Singapore. I see you. I see you listening. Analytics, baby. And I just feel like, please tell me what is your take on this show of.
You gonna have to bring them in to interview them as to why.
That's
they
right.
listen.
Yeah, exactly. Come on to my show so I can talk to you about what your takes are on my show, because what kind of person listens to this podcast? I don't know. It's I thought about it the other day because I have the Trench Crusade podcast that I do, and we do a plug at the end of it for our other shows, and Jesse has like 97 shows that he has, right? So
his plug
just right. I'm kidding. He has like 4 or 5 shows, but. And then you and I do mine, and and usually my tagline is the same thing I usually is. Yeah, it's a definitive geek culture variety podcast.
Yeah.
And one time I was like, I should probably like expand more on that, because like this is a trend. It's like a specific game.
Yeah.
Podcast hyper focused on Trench Crusade, right? Like it's just about Trench Crusade and grimdark shit. And I was like, what can I say about it? And I'm like, how do I describe it? And I started thinking about the podcast, and I was like, what outside of a geek culture variety podcast, I don't know how to really define my show. Like, it's not like an industry show, because it's not about that. It's about like real people, but topically, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, if you have, I think I described it, I came down to like, if you have interest in a lot of things, or you just like people, that's what the podcast is about.
There you go.
I don't know what to say. Typically nerdy shit, but not always. So, yeah.
Sometimes we have a topic. Sometimes we just
go. Sometimes we talk about fucking capitalism.
There you go.
Speaking of which, I don't know if I want to broach this topic right now. How long have we been going for it? Okay, do I want to bring this up right now? We're having such a nice time. I'm not going to bring it up. Okay. I'm going to get pissed. Right. I'm going to get pissed if I bring it up.
3rd time I'm on here. There we
go. We'll get angry on the 3rd time. We'll just rage for an entire hour. That'd be great. So, if you had to pick a top 3 vampire movies. What would they be? Because I'm really curious if I've seen them, and if not, I need to watch them.
Okay, so Blade. The first Blade.
First one?
First one.
I love you for saying that.
I love everything about the first one. I don't dislike any of the Blade movies,
but
the first one is like, oh, Blade's on? I'm
watching that shit, yeah.
I'm going to pay attention. I'm about to judge you. Okay, that's fine. You can. I really like Dracula, but specifically the one with Keanu Reeves.
Huh?
Yeah, he plays, I think it's him. Pretty sure it's him.
Keanu Reeves was in that Dracula? It wasn't Bram Stoker's.
Hold on.
We got to fact check this, people.
I'm pretty sure it was him. I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy.
Because let's talk about another human being I need to watch their entire discography is freaking Keanu Reeves. Because that person just sends it in all the film that they act in. It's great.
Now we just see if the computer in my pocket loads. But I just remember it's the cover with the dude with the big old
Is it Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Yep.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Is that Gary Oldman?
Yes.
Which Dracula is that?
This is the 1992 Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, it is Bram Stoker's. Okay.
Yeah. Gary Oldman, Keanu Reeves are in it.
Did not recall who was in that movie. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Directed by Francis Ford Coppola.
I'm rewatching friggin' Dracula.
There you
go. My God. And Coppola, I didn't realize. Oh gosh, it's been a long time since I watched that movie and thought about it.
And my last favorite vampire movie is not actually a movie. It's a series. It's a bad series. It's horrible. It is not good.
Buffy?
No.
Okay.
It is Kindred the Embraced.
Okay, this is the one that's out of White Wolf.
It's very, very loosely based on Vampire the Masquerade.
Okay.
It is horrible.
Excellent.
It is the worst you could ever get, but it is pure cheese, and it's nostalgia for me, and I'm here for it.
Jordan.
Yes.
I noticed that there was one very glaring absentee vote in your top 3.
Okay, my top 3. Yeah, what was it?
Underworld?
I have mixed feelings about Underworld.
Oh, what?
It's good, but I think as soon as you get past the first movie, it's...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Underworld is good.
Agreed. I mean, Predator, very similar storyline, right?
Yeah.
The first one's good. The rest of them are...
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I love the first one so much.
The first one was very good.
I'll take the recipe just because of the first one.
Yeah. Like they did the one that took place in the past, and I was like, I'm not here for this.
Yeah, I didn't really like the... No. And it was like when they stopped focusing on Kate Beckinsale's character.
Was it Selena?
Yeah, Selena. When they stopped focusing on Selena, it was more about the dude.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I don't really care about your.
Yeah, we're good. You can go away.
Go away. This is getting stupid.
With your weird hybrid forms.
Yeah, I just I feel
we're good.
Yeah, because again, werewolves not particularly compelling.
I enjoy them in some cases, but I enjoy them from a personal body horror angle and less of a this is a monster chasing me kind of angle. I enjoy it. Someone struggling against that disease or curse or whatever it is in that angle. I don't like dog soldiers. The werewolves are just there to kill people.
Yeah,
they're the antagonists.
Yeah,
I like it told from the werewolf's point of view.
Like Teen Wolf.
Yeah, I haven't actually watched Teen Wolf. Netflix is like, you should watch this. It's just what you would like, and I'm like, now I don't want to watch
you're like,
it.
You're probably not. I don't trust you, Netflix.
It's like I've sat through all of the CW DC shows, but this one, I'm like,
this is where you draw your line. Is that? Well, you talking about the original Teen Wolf with?
I think it's a remake.
Okay, yeah, they did do a remake, so that's
like
probably
a TV series.
Yeah, it's a remake. Yeah, because the original Teen Wolf from the '80s with why am I drawing a total blank?
Michael J. Fox.
Yes, thank you, Michael J. Fox. Yeah. Yeah. So the interesting thing was I listened to a podcast back when podcasts were just starting up, actually, after on the remake, or not the remake, the making of Underworld, the first one.
Yeah.
And it was a couple of the actors and whoever's doing the interview, right? And it wasn't a podcast. It was the director's release, and it had the voiceovers. That's what it was.
Okay. Yeah.
And it had basically the cast, because the cast was extremely small actually for the movie. Basically voicing over, like talking over the film, as they made it, with like being an interviewer.
They used to do that with all the...
Yeah, they used to do all that kind of stuff back in the day. And the thing that I thought was crazy was the guy who played the really dark-skinned wolf with incredibly deep voice. Legit, that's his voice.
Yeah. Yep.
Your dog, I can't even do it. It's so like...
It's real deep.
Throaty and rumbly. It was crazy. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Yeah, it was cool. I thought it was affectation for the character, right? But
no, that's just him.
Yeah, it's actually the voice. I'm like, because I was thinking, like, gosh, that's got to hurt after a while to be talking like that. But
Underworld wasn't a bad movie. It's just not my top 3.
All right, I'll forgive
Definitely
you.
top 10 though. Definitely top 10.
I will forgive you on that one. So fine, so be it. Did you watch The Village? M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes. Yep.
Speaking of monsters,
it's been a while, but yes, I have.
Okay.
Not a huge Shyamalama fan.
Yeah, talk about hit or miss. Woof.
Yeah.
That's
like I enjoyed Signs. And then
Signs was cool until you saw the aliens.
Yeah.
And then I didn't care about it anymore.
They are like just the Greys.
Yeah,
essentially.
It's alien bros.
Cool.
Okay.
Fine. Oh, and they're allergic to water, so they came to our planet, which is mostly
water. Yeah, it makes no fucking sense. It's fine. Whatever.
What a twist.
And still got movies made, and they got to make the Avatar movie.
Yeah.
That's what pissed me off the most was you just tanked Avatar.
It was so bad. I never sat through the whole movie. I couldn't do it. I got to the part where they're earthbending and it takes like 5 of them to move one rock. And I was like, no, we good. I'm done.
Toph was great.
The TV series that Netflix is doing, I thought was pretty good though.
Yes. Did you watch Legend of Korra?
Yes, I love it.
So the first time I tried to watch it, it didn't hook me. Second time, fell in love with it.
Yeah.
So good. It's so good.
I didn't watch it while I was on TV.
Yeah,
It couldn't hook me. When I could start streaming it,
Mhm.
no, I can just binge watch it. That's when it got me.
Did you watch Dragon Prince?
I've watched some of it. It's one that my fiance, she loves it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's got a dragon in it. She loves it.
Dragon. Yeah, it's good. It's got good representation.
Her special interest is dragons, mine is vampire. There you go.
Voltron?
Voltron, the remake?
The remake?
Yep. I
Fantastic.
enjoyed it.
Loved it.
I like the
So
old
good.
one too.
Yeah, the classic, right? Yeah. But the new one, they did a fantastic job of the remake of the new one.
I
I
agree.
was very pleased with that when I watched it. So,
The She-Ra. Have you watched She-Ra? The new She-Ra?
oh, She-Ra.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
That was good.
I was super disappointed. I was like, all right, this is great. They gotta have action figures for this. Nope.
Nothing.
Merchandise for that was horrible.
It's interesting. Did you ever watch the, I think it was Made in the 80s or something like that? It's a series about Netflix.
Toys That Made Us?
Toys That Made Us. Yeah,
Yes.
Toys That Made Us, yeah.
Yeah.
And they talk about how, they talk about He-Man
Yeah.
and stuff, and they're basically like, this was just marketing.
Yeah.
But
all of
Billy just to sell toys.
Yeah, every TV
We
show.
made
in
the show,
80s.
yeah, just to sell
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah, just to sell you toys.
It was crazy to me. I was like, I am a byproduct of that.
Yeah. Like He-Man started out as, look, we've got these comics, they're super mature, and we're going to sell them with these toys, get kids to buy the toys. And look, they come with a comic, they're educational. And then it was like, okay, we're going to do a TV show. TV show is nothing like the comics. But the TV show is what resonated with people.
Yep.
Which is amazing.
Just there to sell the comics. It was crazy when they would be like, hey, we got this idea. We need you to work it into this week's episode. And people
Yeah.
are like just scrambling to be like, oh,
Yeah.
and that's why you got, a bunch of weird shit.
Like
and then
my-
just He-Man and Skeletor.
My favorite property from the 80s is got to be G.I. Joe.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
I love G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
He's a real American hero.
That's G.I. Joe.
And to the point where I still collect G.I. Joe toys.
Damn it.
I was wondering how long you could hold it.
I couldn't keep going. I started laughing.
I still collect G.I. Joe
so
toys.
Good. I work with a guy who does the big 12-inch or
Oh, the
16-inch, whatever.
old school
the old
G.I.
school ones.
Joes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he dresses them all different and stuff like
Nice.
that. He's got a bunch of them on his desk at work, and he's like, if you touch my G.I. Joes, I'll kill you.
He might too.
Sorry, man. Yeah,
Those
I
are the
loved
hardcore
G.I.
G.I.
Joe.
Joes to collect.
Yeah, G.I. Joes were so cool.
Mm-hmm.
The toys were fantastic, and there was
And the aircraft carrier was
so huge. I mean, like even the
The
planes,
USS
like the
flag,
whatever
yeah.
the SR-71 Blackbird ripoff was.
Mhm.
I mean, the plane was like this big, and
Yeah.
it had the other small plane on the back. I mean, like they were toys.
Yeah, so
You
they're making those now, but for the 6-inch figures. Because Hasbro has been putting out 6-inch G.I. Joe figures. And they're doing remakes of some of the older guys, and they're doing them kind of like reimagined as well.
So not the little, like the 3 and
Not
3D.
the little dudes, no.
Yeah.
They're full-on 6-inch, nice-size figures. I love those. I specifically collect Cobra Troopers, and I've got like 4 or 5 of them at home.
Rad.
They're really great.
Do you remember the bots?
The bats.
Bats, yeah.
Yeah, the Cobra bats. Yes,
yeah.
I got like 3 of
with
those.
little yellow
Yep,
blends.
yep,
They were
yep,
super cool.
The
Yeah.
new figures still have that little
Do they?
yellow thing on it. It's
Man,
so
now you're
good.
gonna make me go find some stuff. And...
Good luck. They are a hot commodity right
Okay.
now.
I made my first. Somebody on Discord was selling a bunch, weren't they?
They were, yeah, and I was gonna buy them, but I was like, I don't have the money right now for it.
I didn't because I was like, I don't need another thing. I made my first foray into figures with the Ghost in the Shell Funko Pops.
Nice.
And there's one more, I think, for that series, which is the Geisha I need to get. That I'll have the 3 of them. I think that's all of them.
Is that
I may be wrong.
The ScarJo movie?
Yeah.
Okay. I
'Cause
haven't seen that yet.
So I mean, yes and no, because I mean, those are based off of the original.
Yeah.
I mean, those are all, so I don't know if those are technically off the movie or off of the original anime, because I'm a huge fan of Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
I love the anime a
It was
ton.
one of the first animes I saw. I was like 12.
Okay.
It came on at like 6 a.m. in the morning on
That would track.
Showtime.
Yep, that would track.
Yep. And I was like, that lady's naked.
Yep, that's a naked lady.
I'm going to watch this now.
I'm here for it. Like opening sequence, just
Yeah.
just falling through the sky naked. I don't know what's happening right now, but this.
So these
and
are
now she's
not the
disappeared.
cartoons I watch.
Okay, now she's invisible.
Okay.
Now
all
she's
right.
killing a bunch of people.
I'm going to take some notes here.
Yeah, all right. I'm here for this. Yeah, I think about the. I think about the shit in the '90s that like directed my sexuality. Oh my god, comic books in the '90s. I mean, I've got an Image comic for Wildcats up there right now. That's Got another one behind that. Like,
nice.
Oh man, the swimsuit editions for Marvel Comics back then.
Yeah,
like
I remember those.
Oh my god, forget about it.
And the comics in the 90s were crazy because that was when you could get like, here's this variant cover and this variant cover and this one and this one, and then there was the whole comic boom and collapse, and it was a
so
fun
much
time.
happened. Yeah, I'm telling you, the 90s was a crazy era. Crazy era. So much stuff going on. Half the shit on this shelf at least is all from the 90s or late 80s, actually.
And it's so funny because you're seeing a lot of the miniature games coming out, like that are specifically trying to capture some of the vibe from the 90s.
Yeah, totally.
Like there's mech games coming out that are supposed to look like Robotech and Battletech without actually being Robotech or Battletech, and you've got a lot of sword and sorceries coming out right now. There's a game that Osprey put out, one of the good old blue books, that is specifically 80s action movies, the game.
Hell yeah.
And I find that hilarious. It's like everything is a cycle, man. It always comes back. Like we're literally talking about going and watching He-Man in the movie theaters. It always comes back.
Exactly. Well, I mean, right? So it's the same reason when I think the comic book boom happened for movies for the MCU and stuff was.
Yeah.
I swear, Kevin Feige or one of those guys, I don't know, somebody involved in the upper echelons now of production of Marvel was basically like, look, these are the movies that we always wanted when we were kids to be made that couldn't get made. Yeah. And now, I mean, I think it's the same thing here, right? Like, oh, well, I enjoyed playing, Battletech, or I enjoyed playing whatever. Yeah. So let me make a game now that's like a version of that, or whatever the case is.
And I mean, like, you see it kind of with role-playing games, too. Like, we've got a G.I. Joe role-playing game now. We've got, there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one now. Transformers. There's a bunch of them. Yeah. And it's just the people who grew up with these things are coming into a position where they can make the stuff they want. And we're seeing that show up. And we're even just seeing games that just have like a 90s or an 80s theme to them.
So my buddy guy has the Mod Retro Game Boy. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen those.
I have, yes.
Yeah, they're super sick, and he's constantly pushing me to get one, which I desperately want. I just don't have the money to throw at it. And I was trying to think about it, like, what is it? Because I didn't even grow up with a Game Boy. Like, I played people's Game Boys, but like I couldn't afford one. I didn't have one growing up because I grew up poor. And like, I don't know if it is just a natural state of age, right? When like the nostalgia starts to hit. Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out like why. Maybe this is a question better posed to my therapist. I don't know. No, but
I'm not the best at that, answering that for you, but I can try.
Yeah, but like why? Like, what is it about the nostalgia that makes us want to spend the money to go get the thing? And you and I have had this conversation before about like, hey, if I'm buying the toy, I'm opening that shit up and I'm going to play with 100%, it, right?
Yeah,
like, I'm not. It's not going to sit in a case. I'm going
to play with it for a little bit. It's going to have a cool pose on my shelf. Done.
Yep, and it's going to sit there and hang out. Yep. So I would say we're purists. Going back to it's a toy. It's meant to be played with.
Yeah, 100%.
Speaking of which, I'm not claiming like I will pay you for it. Whoever's out there that may be listening to this, but if you can find a Panda Con with the weapons from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the 90s, send it to your boy. I got you.
You can find them. They're expensive though.
I'm trying to find one. I mean, I just want one out of package, right? Yeah, I just want to just set it up, whatever. But I found one over at the local comic shop here because they have a bunch of toys and stuff, but it didn't have any weapons with it. And I was like, I can't do that. I need Panda Con with weapons.
I want from the old Ninja Turtle stuff. I want Yojimbo.
Yes,
that's who I want.
I was just talking
new ones of him. But I want the classic one.
I was just talking to somebody about that crossover, and they're like, "Oh, well, no, like Yojimbo had their own comic, they had their own thing." I'm like, "No, I know that, but like they showed up in the Turtles for there was like a stint where they were in with the Turtles, and they were like, "Was there?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, no, that's one of the ones I want. I'm also trying to collect all the old Ewok stuff that I can find because I fucking love Ewoks.
Are you playing your Ewoks in Legion?
I plan to, yes.
Sick.
I think
they just got a buff, didn't they?
I don't know if they got a buff. I don't actually care if they did. I'm still going to be like, how many Ewoks can I put on
little furry teddy bears for murder?
How many can I put on here? How quickly can we get across this field to stab people with our sticks?
Just sticks and bricks. Just I love it. Yeah. So what about the nostalgia? I mean, Star Wars is another IP that hits that piece, right? But like, what is it like? Why are we so attracted? Why do I want to surround myself with these things from my youth? Why do I want to go back and read things that, quite frankly, I mean, Chris Claremont was definitely a writer in comics in the day.
Definitely a writer, yeah.
Wrote a lot of words in a lot of those early X-Men and stuff like that. Like, why do I want to go back and experience these things or go back and watch, movies from my childhood or whatever?
So, I mean, I think that...
Why do you want to do it? Why do you care?
I mean, in all fairness, I want to capture a little bit of what I feel I don't have anymore. That sense of wonder and that this is cool. I want this. And
Sense of wonder is real.
That feeling of new stuff coming out and things that look cool. I mean, that's why we all get excited for like the reveals for whatever company's putting out new miniatures.
Don't you dare say Warhammer and sit across this table and look at me.
I
I don't do
stare
Warhammer
you
Weekly.
in the
I
eye.
do not give a shit about what Warhammer is doing.
Look, I mean, you should, because some of those models can be used in other games.
Yep. No, they're not getting my money.
That's fair.
Fuck 'em.
You
They got
could.
everybody else's money. They're not getting mine.
Look, I'm just saying, what if they fell in your pocket?
Too many
Putting it out there.
too many tchotchkes on their belt. I got to paint. There's too many tchotchkes.
That is a huge issue. That's
a
why
lot
I
of
got rid
tchotchkes.
of one army, because I was like, no, this is
Yeah.
dumb.
And
I'm gonna
there's-
get these guys that are one color.
They're scale creep too for like the
Yeah.
regular dudes, like monsters, full whatever. Yeah, they got some sick monsters,
They
but
do.
like then those are fine. But like the scale creep, but they're like little dudes is just too big for
Yeah.
most games. Anyways, fuck
But-
GW. Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. I mean, I think that's what it is. It's we want to essentially capture that feeling when we were young. Even if it's not something you are like consciously like, I want to be reminded of what it's like, on Christmas morning,
Right.
when I was a kid, and opening up, a box of action figures or whatever, we want that feeling of honestly youth again. And I think as we get older, it's a thing that keeps hitting us hard. And really it's millennials that get it the worst, I think. I'm not sure why we do.
Do you think it's a disillusionment because like we don't have the life our parents had?
I think that's part of it. We were promised the world,
Mm-hmm.
and we have been delivered maybe a subdivision.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the other part is we look at current things and it's like, yeah, but this was cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Like action figures these days aren't as cool as they were back in the day.
Well, absolutely not.
Like we'll look at, they put out Skibbity Toilet action figures, and I'm like, okay, cool, but I'm gonna go buy some Power Rangers, man. That's fucking cooler.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a big factor too. We are biased for what we grew up with.
Sure.
Obviously, I mean, like my parents are biased for what they grew up with, their parents, and so on and so forth. And it's just a part of it all, man.
But that's the thing that I think is interesting. Like, it's not just us, right? It's a generational thing.
Yeah.
Like, everyone looks back and is like, oh, yeah, back in my day, it was
Mhm.
better with the so-and-sos and the what's and who's and I think I'm a doots,
Kids and your hula hoops.
Yeah, kids with your crazy hula hoops and your crop tops now. In the 70s, I don't understand it. Just put on a flapper dress and call it a day. Like, I don't... So it's like, it's a thing that's baked in with us. And there's got to be a point in time, like, where that was not the case of, like, we go back far enough, someone's like, I really miss the Black Plague, when I was a kid and I barely made
It's
it out.
just so much simpler.
This
back
numb
then.
arm now that I can't use because of the Black Plague. But I
Yeah.
really, that's nostalgic, right? And like, like obviously not. But like, there's something, I think you said something that I thought was very poignant was the wonder, because I remember being a kid
Mm-hmm.
and like running around in the forest.
Yep.
Unsupervised, might I add.
Yep. I
Until
got
dark.
lost at least once.
Yeah, until dark when you had to come home.
Yep.
With no cell phones, no way to be found, and always thinking like if I go far enough into the woods, right? If I find the river with a bridge on it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fuck that movie. Holy shit! I'm gonna find something magical and not depressing. God, that movie made me cry
but
so
how
much.
many
Fuck.
of our shows from when our movies and shows were depressing? Land Before Time.
All of them.
Never ending story.
Everything. So why do we want to go back there? I don't understand.
I don't know, man, but
It's a never-ending story.
yeah, right. Jeez.
Anyways.
Horse in the swamp.
Yeah, man, come on. Don't do that to me. Whoever your director was, name guy. Fuck you. Trauma. We're just more resilient back then. No, we just grew up not having feelings. That's fine, because we weren't allowed to.
Nope.
Well, so, and this may be, if this is too private, you can tell me to fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
But like, how was your childhood growing up? You said you had siblings.
I have 3 younger brothers: Jeffrey, Matthew, Michael.
All right. JMM.
Honestly, like a lot of people are like, oh, my parents were super strict and so on and so forth. I had a very privileged life growing up, and that's something I have come to realize as I got older. When I was younger, I wanted more because I was a kid. So
Sure.
I wanted more toys, more this, more that. But now that I am in my 30s, I realize that growing up, I had it really good. Like, my parents did their best and tried their best to do everything they could for me. And that's something I will forever be thankful for, even if we don't agree politically at this point. Or, most things, they did their best. And they were young when my parents were both 16 when I was born.
Oof,
so
okay.
I grew up the same time my parents did, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, my dad worked his butt off. Long shifts driving trucks or working in warehouses. And every time he got paid, he tried to buy little old baby me something. It was so funny because, like, for the first year, they weren't allowed to live together.
But yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. It wasn't until they got married.
You can procreate,
that
but you can't live together.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
But so I grew up pretty privileged. I mean, like, one year for my birthday, I got a Game Boy Color and both Pokemon games.
Sick.
Red and blue. And I was so excited. There were other presents that year, too.
Yeah.
But the Game Boy Color in both Pokemon games kind of blew them out of the water.
Which should close the circle from earlier.
Yeah.
Both are compatible with the mod retro.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
So if you still have those cartridges, they're probably worth a lot of money, too. But
they are probably worth a lot of money, and you probably have to change the battery in them.
Yes, which you can do. Apparently, it's not very difficult.
Nope.
I learned that the other day, actually, because I was looking at the mod retro game thing.
There you go.
So, because the reason I was wondering was I was trying to place if there was any influence in how we associate with our childhood, right? Or the era in which we were engaging with these things, as to, does that direct that nostalgia or like manifest that nostalgia in us? Because I would offer, I think I would offer like a kind of a different experience for myself. Like, I did not have a particularly good childhood. My best memories started, and the majority of my memories that I still retain, actually, which is kind of an interesting thing, in my early teens, around 13 or 14, with one of my best friends, who still is 30 something years later, is still one of my best friends.
Yeah.
Still in my life and everything. And I didn't really have a lot of memories before then. I had a handful, a few here and there and stuff like that. And, allegedly has a trauma response. But I know that a lot of the things that I hold in nostalgia to are things that we experienced together. Yeah. Right? Things that, like, Hero Quest, Robin Hood, like, movie, Excalibur, all these 80s sword movies, stuff like that. D&D, like, Magic, everything that I grew up with, kind of sharing those experiences, and there was still that time of wonder. That was a piece of it that existed, in the background, in the good times, right? And I always wonder, I'm like, why, those are good memories, but like the rest of things that were going on were not great. Then, like, why is there this like baked in part of my brain that like longs to remind myself currently, and this is not everybody's situation, I don't think, but currently my best assessment is it's because, like, I wasn't really allowed, whether externally or internally, right? I didn't allow myself to really enjoy and be present in those things and things that, like, find joy in most of my life, And so it's like I'm trying to reclaim bits of joy of, like, I want to experience this thing for the purity of, like, I just like it, and that's okay, and it brings me joy, I wonder if that's part of it.
I mean, it's possible. I think nostalgia is also a personal thing. Sure. To be perfectly honest. I mean, like, for me, it's wanting to have the things I used to have. Yeah. But why? Because I just do. I kind of miss it. Yeah. There was a time that was a little better than now. Well, I recognize there's a lot more privileges now that I have that I didn't have back then.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
I can spend my money in horrible ways all on my lonesome. But for the most part, basically, it's I just wanted to capture that little bit of youth when I didn't have so much to worry about. And the coolest thing was, I just got $10 for my weekly allowance. Yeah. I'm going to go buy a Star Wars figure.
That's the deep point, though. Is like there was a carefree state when you're in that place as you enjoyed those things. That
wonder, if you will. Yeah. And I was outside playing Army Soldier and borrowing my mom's makeup. Yeah. To use as war paint and stuff like that. Yeah.
Sticks and pine cones make great weapons.
They do. Yeeting pine cones at my little
they're
brothers.
Grenades, clearly. They're grenades, right? Like, yeah.
And You know, you got excited when you found a good stick.
Oh, yeah. It's like, it was a good machine gun.
In all fairness, I still get excited when I find a good
how could
stick.
you not? You're like, oh, a good stick. Like, what do you need that stick for? I
don't know.
Sometimes you need a good stick.
Just gonna bring it inside. It'll be fine.
Fine. Let's set it over here in the corner.
I pay rent. I
That's
can do
right.
this
I can
now.
put these sticks in the corner if I want to put these sticks in the corner. This is my corner to put sticks in. It's all right.
Yep.
And I think that's a valid, it's a very valid observation about the wonder and the positivity that's associated with those times, you know, and trying to get a piece of that back, you know, in spite of the
Everything
thing that we exist in now. That's for sure.
Man, no.
And it's not to naysay the world, right? Like, the world's not a garbage place completely.
No. I think there's still a lot of good out there, and you see it maybe not on the world stage, but on the individual stage.
That's
just people being people.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's also, because I've also kind of questioned, like, what is my drive back? Is it just strictly nostalgia that wants me to drive back to more analog existence, right? Like, I'm doing a lot of cassette, right? I'm getting away from, like, Spotify.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally, when I sit down and paint, if I'm usually just putting my headphones on and I'm just listening to a tape from start to finish, right? And, like, the mod retro, right? There's something about, like, I've got this device that's not connected to anything.
Yeah.
And it just does this one thing, and it's kind of shitty. I mean, it's not. It's great. It's super nice. But, like, when I say shitty, I mean, it's not like the most recent Unreal machine video game or something along those lines, right? You know, and the you know, the distancing of social media, the reasons board gaming or wargaming is a thing for me is because it's the connection of another human being across the table, right?
Yeah.
Like, is a movement for that analog existence because I don't want distractions and a stimulation or whatever, or is it because it allows the space to find the good people, right?
Yeah.
And find that engagement that is an intentionality versus what a lot of us have dealt with, you know, coming up with social media and, you know, parasocial relationships and all that kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and like, social media is something I've tried to distance myself from, but I think like certain bits of us being human needs that connection. And then when we don't have it is when we get more jaded and more lost, in my opinion, at least.
And it's interesting human trait that we can be in a space with other people and still be alone. You know, like, I find that as wildly fascinating as someone who's experienced that at stages in my life, as most people have, that finding ways to, like, remove those barriers, you know, in our life is an interesting challenge sometimes. And I'm curious, to your point that social media obviously can be good. You know, I mean, I think we've grown up in an era where you got to see some of the worst of social media and the internet. Yeah. Yeah, it's a dark place and a lot of garbage out there.
It started out as a means to connect with people.
Yeah, and if you don't have the means to be able to get across the table from a person, right? Yeah. Or, you know, I talk a lot about neurodivergence on the show, right? And neurodivergence, one of the big things is, like, the social interaction. Social encounter is, like, extremely stressful and anxious-ridden, you know, experience. And for a lot of people, not everyone, but for a lot of people in that space. And, like, if you can have a safe way to engage with people and get that social fulfillment that you need as a human being, right? And that will sustain you. I mean, hey, great, you know. Yeah. But, you know, if you're going to use the internet to spread lies about political things and
spread lies about other things,
also make money off of me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the...
All right, I want to make this one statement.
Okay.
And then we're going to call it on that because we're not going to start this conversation because I'm going to get mad. And we had a lovely conversation, but I'm going to put it out there just as a pin at the end. Okay. Jordan first before I say this. Yeah. Because I want to have to just run out of the room as soon as I say it. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you.
No, of course.
Is there anywhere people can find you that you want to be found?
I'm not anywhere online yet. I keep thinking about starting my own something, but I'm like, I got to buy this and I got to buy that. I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to talk about. I could probably just talk about the things that interest me, but no, not right now. Know where you can find me.
Cool. We're gonna watch a movie or something, and we're gonna do like a review, like a movie roast on it or something.
Done.
Hell yeah. Google paying Meta $925 million a month for server space.
Man, do you have any idea how many months I could pay my rent with that?
Do you know how many people could live off of $925 million a month?
I would, if I had that much money, other people would have a lot of money too.
Right?
I'd be handing it out.
What's terrifying though, and I'm going to shut the fuck up after this. What's terrifying is that they are renting server space from Meta for $925 million a month, which means there's a profit being made. Yeah. At $925, like, what the fuck kind of money are they making off of our bits and bytes?
I don't know.
That they're willing to rent data servers.
It's so...
Not even build. They're not even going to build them.
It's so weird, and I don't like it, but I keep looking at, fucker's now a trillionaire, and I'm like, I don't know how one person could be so cruel as to hoard that much wealth and not try and use it to make the world a better place.
And I understand that's not like hard assets.
No,
right?
no, it's like it's like
but still.
But yeah, like if I had even a fraction of that, which technically the like $1,000 I have is technically a fraction of that. Technically.
Okay, we know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, but if I had even a decent portion of that, it's something I would be like, yo, you need help with this? Here. You need help with this? Here.
Universal base salary?
Yeah.
For look, rent half as much server space.
Yeah.
Make half as much more money.
Mm-hmm.
Which is still an astronomical amount. I don't even know what the math turns. I think it's like $1.6 billion or something a year
lot.
That they're just spending on servers, right?
Yeah. For no good reason.
And just use half of that.
Yeah.
Just to, eliminate world hunger.
Or something,
Reduce greenhouse emissions. I don't know. Pay off the national debt.
Yeah, it'd be great, but here we are. Hey, I had fun tonight.
Jordan, me too.
I don't know if we ever picked an actual topic, but we got somewhere.
We did. We never talked about it, though.
Yeah. I think we were supposed to talk about miniature agnostic war games, but you know what?
Next time.
Third visit.
Third time's a charm, baby.
Yep.
We'll do it. All right, Jordan, I'll catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Sunshine.